Hello everyone, this is Ekaterina and today I'll be reflecting on my very first week of studying for the Level 2 certificate in Counselling Skills. Before I go any further and share with you how my first week has gone, I thought that maybe I should give you a bit more information about the course I'm actually taking. So as I mentioned before, it is a one-year program with Stamford College. It starts in September 2021 and will finish in May 2022. So we'll have a total of 30 weeks of studying. And I'll be meeting with my fellow students and teacher once a week for 3 hours. Now, with regards to the entry requirements for this program, there's actually none. So anyone with the passion for this topic can apply for this particular program. However, please be aware that if you want to progress into the level 3 certification, you will definitely need this level 2 certificate. Therefore, it's not something you can just skip, and it's still an important step in becoming a counselor. Also, with regards to the fees for this course, I myself thought that it was a reasonably priced course in comparison to some other colleges in UK that offer similar content. So the full price is about £800. However, if you already have another level 2 certificate, you can apply for a reduced price. This is what happened in my case, and I've managed to get this course for around £360. The good news is that if by any chance you are unemployed at the moment when you want to do this course, the college actually offers it completely free. So I think it's a great opportunity for some of the people who might be having difficult times, especially because of pandemic, to actually learn new skills and potentially change their career. So there's definitely quite a few options here. And maybe something else that you should also know is that before applying for this program, I was also considering doing this course online. There's actually a really good online course provider called Oxbridge, and I will add a link in the description of this video. And they do both level 2, level 3, and I think even level 4 certificates in counseling skills. The only reason why I've decided not to do the online course is because I felt that counseling skills is something that requires me to do more of active listening, have real conversations with other people so I can again practice asking the right questions. And this is something that you cannot really do online, at least from how I felt. So hence I've decided to go to the real classroom, even though I was a bit conscious about the COVID situation, but it just felt the best solution for me. If, however, you want to do this course but don't have a local college that offers a similar program, then maybe the online course will actually suit you much better. And I hope that the Oxbridge could be a good option for you. So now coming to my very first week. To sum it up, I'm really happy. First of all, when I came to the class, I've noticed that we have a really nice mix of people. So it's about 15 people in the course, and we have good distribution of ages starting from about 25 to 60. We have both male and female students, and also some of the people who are originally from UK and some who moved to UK from other countries like myself. Therefore, to me it felt like we'll have a really good mix of views and experiences in the room, and certainly it felt like people came to this class for the right reasons. Some of the fellow students actually work in education, so they felt like learning the counseling skills can help them with interacting to their pupils. And there were also a couple of people who just confessed in a way that they wanted to only do level 2 certificate or level 3 certificate so that they could just become more confident and just learn more about themselves and work on their well-being. And I really appreciate that obviously people come to this course for different reasons, and it was nice to know exactly how much they wanted to also learn from this course and what their aspirations were. So we actually started with a lot of little practical exercises straight away from the week 1, and I really enjoyed them. I'll share one of the exercises that we did. It was really simple, but I already managed to spot some, I would say, gaps in my skills that I need to definitely work on. So we were split into pairs and asked to talk to one another and share a bit of our story. What do we do for work, what are hobbies, why we're doing this course, and etc. And after 5 minutes, we were then asked to actually tell the story of our partner, sort of in this exercise, to the whole group. Now, I was paired up with a lovely lady, and I very soon realized we had quite a lot of common, and I enjoyed our conversation. However, when we were then asked to share the stories, I think we definitely could have performed a little bit better. So, for example, there were some people in the group who really, I would say, have great storytelling skills, because they were able to summarize their conversation in a very quick 1-minute story, sort of, and they really captured a lot of what their partner have told them in a nice, I would say, nice compact way. At the same time, I really liked that a couple of people did is that before sharing some sensitive information that they've heard from their partner in this exercise, they actually asked them, can I share this with the group? And this was a very simple question, but I think it was actually amazing to see this on the very first lesson, because they acknowledged that the things that one person can tell to another one, kind of in one-to-one conversation, they might not feel comfortable telling to the whole group. And this is where I already kind of noticed straight away there's something really, simple things that you can do to improve the quality of the conversations. However, when it actually reached my group, me and my partner, I was able to obviously tell the story of my fellow student. However, I definitely have missed out some of the points, and it just didn't flow very nicely. And that made me think that I should really start working on my active listening skills, and at the same time I need to start taking notes. Because in the future, when you're working as a counselor as well, it's quite important that you can document in a very nice, professional, summarized manner the story that is being told to you, so that you can follow up on some of the key aspects in the next lesson or in the next session with that patient, and obviously just see the whole progress. As well as in the future, when you have to maybe write a report for that patient, it's definitely worth to have good notes in advance. So that was our little exercise. As I said, very simple. It was just a 5-minute conversation, but I felt like I already learned something about myself and picked a couple of useful tips from others. In the second half of the first lesson, we then been asked to split into slightly bigger groups and brainstorm on the rules that we will apply to this classroom. So in a way, we're asked to write our code of practice. And I actually thought it was a really great idea, because also from my experience when I went to the counselor, in the very first session I had with her, we've discussed the rules of how these conversations will happen, and most importantly, I've been told that my information will be kept confidential. It will be not discussed or disclosed to other people without my prior knowledge. And I think it was a really good foundation, and gave me a bit more feeling of confidence that I could trust my counselor. So similarly here, everyone had different, I would say, points and opinion about this code of practice, but generally we all agreed that it's really crucial that we keep everything that we discuss in the classroom confidential, meaning that this will apply obviously to the private sensitive information that will be disclosed to us as we're having those maybe exercises or share our past experiences. And it is for this reason that I've decided that I will be not referring to my fellow classmates by their names or share any other sensitive information with you in this channel. I hope you can understand this decision and also respect it. Apart from the confidentiality questions, we also discussed the importance of having the ability to stop the conversations when it becomes a bit too much. So both the person who will be maybe talking in our future exercises or the person who will be taking the role of the listener or the helper, they will both have the opportunity to pause their conversations and have a bit of a time for themselves outside the classroom if they ever feel that the topic we are discussing are quite difficult. And again, I really am glad that we've covered those rules, and I think everyone was really on the same ground, and definitely just made me look forward to having more conversations with my fellow classmates, knowing that we are respecting each other, we want to trust one another, and obviously we're taking it all very seriously. And also before the end of the first lesson, we were actually allocated our learning buddies. So everyone again paired up, and we now have our fellow student who we can go to if we have any problems, if we feel sometimes maybe the lessons are getting a bit difficult, or we just miss a lesson and we need them to collect our homework. So it was kind of great to feel like we're back to school when you have that little help on the side. And again, it's just made this whole process a bit more interesting. And after staying so much time indoors because of the pandemic, it kind of felt like I've just made a new friend. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please let me know what you think, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.